guys, my name is ChickenBot and welcome back to another video. So today I asked you guys what in each weapon class video I should make, and you guys said that I should, or no, there was one suggestion that said I should do my favorite weapons in each weapon class. So I thought that was a good idea, and we're gonna do it today. And for all of these weapons, it's just going to be like my favorite weapons, as I said. So hopefully you can get a good idea of what you might want to use in the future. Even though some of them may be higher levels, you'll just get to know what I enjoy using as guns. And for all these, I'm also going to include all the setups that I use. So it'll show you like the maximum efficiency that I get out of my weapons. So the first one I'm going to be looking at is the M16A3. And I have 3,821 kills on this. It's also pretty close with the AK-74. That's another really strong weapon of mine that I really like. But we're going to be looking at M16A3 today. I just like this a little bit better for some reason. The setup is reflex sight, compensators, stubby grip, blue laser, and default. It's a pretty solid gun. Also, if you only see 4 people on, I wanted to see what would happen if I only kept like the good eggs of the test dummies, and we went from 20 people to, or 25 people to only 4, so yeah. Okay, make that 3. So okay, we got a nice triple collet. Okay, so yeah, that's M16A3 for the assault rifles. Now we're gonna look at battle rifles, and my favorite battle rifle is gonna be the FAL 50 by far, because you can slap a 50 drum on it using the .45 conversion ammo. And I only have 1,306 kills on this weapon, but regardless, it's still my favorite battle rifle to use out of all these. For this setup, it's going to be coyote sight, muffler, pistol grip, blue laser, and .45 conversion. It's just... Also, with obedient test dummies, you don't even need to tell them to get in a line, which is epic. So that's what we're going to be looking at for battle rifles. I would highly suggest this if you're looking at wanting to use a battle rifle. FAL 50 with the .45 conversion and whatever setup you like. This is what I use. It's pretty good. And we're gonna look at the carbines now. And this is one of my higher kill weapons out of all these things. I have 5,535 kills on this, and I'm not really a kind of guy who likes to grind kills on one certain gun, but I have a lot on this. So it's gonna be Honey Badger with long barrel, default optic, stubby grip, full stock, and default ammo. And this gun is just so solid. I love the reload, I love how the gun looks, I love the recoil. There's really nothing bad I can say about the gun. It works great at long range, close range, great fire rate. I have no complaints, so epic. We have incinerated our 3 remaining test dummies with the Honey Badger. Now, let's go over to the shotguns. This one may surprise you. Just kidding, it probably won't. We're gonna be using AA-12 with coyote sight, long barrel, default underbarrel. Other is gonna be blue laser, just because I like how the laser looks. And actually flechette. We're not gonna be using 20 drum. I've actually recently got into using flechette. The reason I prefer flechette over 20 drum is for a couple of reasons, or a few reasons. So firstly, it's a lot more controlled with the flechette, and you also get a faster like movement speed, and it's also a faster reload and tighter bullets, which is very epic. Although with the 20 drum you can like spray and pray more easily, even if it is a slower reload and like lower movement speed. But I've recently gotten to flechette. 20 drum isn't bad, I just like this a bit more for how I've been testing it out. Someone said end us, Lord. You have been ended successfully. So now we're gonna go over to PDWs. For this one, it's gonna be the Colt SMG, and I have 2,588 kills on this, a pretty good amount. And the setup is coyote sight, muzzle brake, stubby grip, full stock, and default ammo. It's a pretty solid gun, very epic weapon, and oh yeah, don't mind this M9 setup. I was doing something, but we're gonna move over to DMRs now. The setup is going to be reflex sight, muzzle booster, stubby grip, full stock, and default ammo. For close range, you'd probably want to use something like the VSS Ventores, and it's also very great at long range. I just like this a lot more because it has a good amount of bullets, very low recoil, and it has a great fire rate. So now we shall do no other than test it out on our fellow test dummies. And this was a very life-changing decision. I had to choose between M60, the AUG H-bar, and the Scar Hammer, and also the HK21, which is pretty good. But I had to go with the M60 just because it's like mega fun. I have 4,659 kills on this bad boy. I'm using reflex sight, muzzle brake, folding, blue laser, and silent ammo. Silent ammo just so you can be like sneaky. Sometimes I also use oil filter just because it is painful to go against. Okay, there's that. So M60, very great weapon. Scar Hammer is also a really good one, and so is AUG H-bar. And you might have seen my setups for a glimpse back there. It's gonna be intervention. I actually have 8,524 kills on this weapon, more than any other weapon in my whole arsenal, dare I say. And the setup's gonna be a default sight, muffler, skeleton grip, straight pull bolt, and no ammo type. And I recently got into the muffler because I realized that it doesn't change the RPM while still maintaining the 150 stud body shot and a quieter bullet. So I really like this gun, and I prefer it over like some of the 50 cals like M107 just because this has really good recoil. And the gun looks great. It has 8 bullets. It shoots very fast. I like the recoil recovery. I don't know, this gun just gives me a special feel and I really like it. So that's why it is my most killed gun out of all my guns. Ooh, nice, rank up. I say all you really need is probably the straight pull bolt just to make things like go faster. That's gonna be it for the snipers. Now we're gonna head over to secondaries category. And this secondary has a lot more kills than most of my like mainly used primaries. This bad boy, Desert Eagle XIX, has 2,575 kills, and don't mind that skin, you know, I'll change it for you so you don't have to endure pain. I don't know what happened to the skin right there, but that's fine. But we're gonna be using the default sight, the extended barrel, police stock, and tracerless. I don't know why I use tracerless. So yeah, this is a very good weapon. I think it can one-shot up to like 70 studs. One drawback about this gun is it has a very slow aim-in time, but it does have 8 bullets, has that nice one-shot, and it can one-shot head to a really far range. I'm gonna try to show you the potential. So even if you're like sniping like this, it can one-shot like that. I think that's just gonna be the kill that we're gonna be doing. So yeah, that's gonna be it for pistols. Now we're gonna look at the machine pistols. For this one, it's gonna be a decent amount of kills on the Tech 9, 1,821. The setup we're looking at is AMT Terminator, long barrel, full stock, and default. And the main reason I use this gun is just because of the crazy high fire rate, and you do get a 4-shot body with the 1,500 fire rate, which is pretty epic. And that has like no recoil at range. Look at this. You could control that pretty easily on someone. If I had a target, it might have looked a little bit better. We might as well just test it on them. Nice. But we're gonna look at the revolvers now. And I actually don't use revolvers that much, so I'm probably just gonna have to go with the noob one, my Judge. It actually has over 1,000 kills on it, wow. Barska Electro, which is one of the different sights I use. Muzzle brake, Taurus stock, and flechette. I feel like this is a pretty solid... Okay, I did not think I would fall there. But anyways, I feel like this is a pretty solid gun. At close range, this thing goes like completely ham because you have like... Actually, I was just about to say there's no recoil, but there's a bit. If you control it a little bit though, it's very nice. It has 5 bullets with like 20 reserve. Let me see how far it can one-shot. I bet it can one-shot from here. Nope. Okay, they are full again, so... Yes, you can get them from a solid 45 studs. So now, we're gonna look at the others category. And for this, it's gonna be M79 Thumper, one of the newest weapons in the game. And we're gonna be using Coyote Sight, Muzzle Brake. I don't know why we're using Muzzle Brake, but we are. Blue Laser, and Flechette. And for this, there's a ton of ammo types actually, but we're using flechette. I just feel like there's so many attachments on this, holy. Yeah, there's like 4 different custom ammo types just for this weapon, that's crazy. But I use flechette just because I already know that flechette's good because it works on all shotguns. So we're just gonna give it a shot. The thing I like about this gun is how you get a really nice one shot, like at long range. Look at that. That's an easy 72 stud one shot. So yeah, M79 Thumper, I think it's a pretty good weapon. I hope you guys learned something new, and I hope I could help you out if you're trying to find a good gun to use like in the future for each of these weapon classes. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Die.